how to create really extreme effects in Photoshop. It's really easy. Create all kinds of unique images using these filter techniques. Go to the Windows menu and Actions. And with Actions, you can now see you've got a selection of actions here. What you need to do then is click plus. Just click the plus here, and you've got an option here to enter a name, give a description, and also record. So click record. Now I'm recording. What I can then do is go to filter, and then I can go down here to distort and wave. In wave, you've got a number of generators. You can modify the amplitude, maybe go for something like that, and then set the scale 100%, wavelength, just change it to something like 10 and 676, and sign, and repeat edge pixels, and then click OK. And that's recorded. Now if I apply it again and again and again, it will distort eventually into a pattern design. However, if you do this, if you go over here to image rotation and go to 90% clockwise, do that. And now again, go to filter and then wave. You could use the shortcut, of course, wave, and just distort it again. And then go to image rotation 90 clockwise. And now these are all being recorded. And again, then go to filter and wave. You could, of course, vary the wave. You don't have to go with exactly the same wave each time. Then go to image rotation, and again, 90 clockwise. And again, go to filter and wave. And then, of course, the final one, go to image and then image rotation, and again, 90% clockwise. So you've got something like that, slight unusual distortion. And you can see you've got all these steps recorded over here. You can now stop, enter some more details if you wish, and then click save. It pops up with this message, don't show again or whatever. I'm going to go with just save. So it's saved as action 1. I could give it a proper name, of course. But once you've got this, what you can then do is click action 1 again and again and again and again. And you can see, now my apologies to any image that is used with this. Sometimes the result can be pretty weird. And it does create some very odd combinations of effect. And by just using this rotation and using the action and varying the settings, you can create all kinds of truly weird and wonderful designs from any image, such as this. And you can see I can apply that, and I can keep applying it again and again. Now I've got one already, which was the one I showed in the start. I can just click wave rotate, and it does much the same. It just applies a wave effect, again, with slightly different settings. You can vary the settings to create different results. You can also use this same approach with other filters as well. So again, if I expand this out, I can just click here. You can see this one is an oil paint effect, oil paint rotate. Just use the rotate. Always remember to, again, rotate it back to the original. And now with this, I can now come out there and I can just click here. Just click it once, and now you can see the effect is again applied very rapidly, again and again, to create a very smooth distortion. You can then go back again to your other action and repeat that. And again, you can see the effect of that. In this video, I've used wave and I've used the oil paint, but all the other filters can be used in exactly the same way. You can push them to limit, really push them to extreme, and create a variety of different amazing designs. But also, the great thing about it is you can sort of see the underlying design and approach that the filter was created with in the first place. Sort of gives exposure to the underlying code of that plugin or filter effect. Again, any apologies to the image itself. It is quite a destructive effect. Again, go over here with a different image And this one is a free Adobe stock image. Simply just click Action. And of course, depending on the size of the document, you will get different results. And you can see what it has done. It's a sort of square effect, a sort of wobbly square effect. But this can be used with all of the filters. Push all the filters to their extreme by rotating. Quite often you avoid the issue where the effect pushes it in a particular way. Instead, you get a completely different result by just using this. You could, of course, apply it, maybe just rotate it 100 degrees, 180 degrees, and then continue to apply it. Also, another option you can always do afterwards is go to Image and go to Adjustments and maybe just add a bit of vibrance. I always find it makes it slightly a bit better, and click OK like that. And you can see now you've got the original result, obviously, which was clear. Now you've got this slightly wobbly square effect. And what you can also do is you can always expand this out just by clicking here. And you can see you've got the wave and you've got all the options here. And if you want, you just click here and you can see you've got number of generators. Well, you can change it. Let's just change the setting and maybe go for something slightly more unusual like that. Click OK and you get that. And again, wave, and let's just again click here. And again, just change it, tweak it around. Let's just go for amplitude, different settings, and click OK. And you get that.